Sure.
All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. It's me, Allison. Welcome to my weekly Meltdowns coverage of the Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother finale. I've got Deborah G in the room with me right now. Phelan is a little behind, but she will be joining us. Here's the thing. We're going to react to the winner. So we're watching this. It's the commercial before the reveal. And pretty much I think Ross just won because Marissa had to pull reasons out of her booty hole as to why she should win, because she doesn't really have any. Everyone had to remind Meta World Peace on how to vote. And I don't know.
He just picked anything. He picked anybody. Are you kidding me?
He shuffled a deck with 2 cards.
Oh, I can't.
That's talent. I can't either. Geez. There weren't really any hard-hitting questions. Whenever Marissa was asked,
tell us why you deserve Ross to win. Told her to do.
Yeah. If she had said I was his robot, I was a robot, then I would probably feel better if she won, because at least she would have admitted it. Ross, like we had discussed, addressed each person personally during the jury.
And that's really
as you do.
It's really important to address each person and validate them individually, because nobody's happy about being on the jury. Nobody's happy about being evicted. So you just have to make them feel like their time in the house was valuable.
Oh, for sure.
And that your game revolved around their time in the house. So you have to find a way to validate each person as an individual. And that's really, really important.
Right. And he did a great job of that. And so we'll see. I mean, I kind of wanted a nail biter. I wanted it in the end to be Ariana Grande and Ross, but obviously that did, because then it would have been a real battle, I think.
Yes.
But now I think your heart sank as mine did when Marissa finally fucking won something.
Are you kidding me?
I got a message from you
now.
She goes, of all the times for that bitch to fucking win, and I'm like, right there, like Ross just won. Ross just won, like for sure. It's
why isn't there vodka in here, please?
We got someone already in the chat with us. Hey, Joy Con Thomas, Marissa might win. You know what, Joy Con Thomas, you might be right, because here's the thing. Meta shuffled those keys like 2 cards in a deck and said he didn't know who he was going to vote for. And if it's by 1 vote and she wins,
he should be ashamed of himself.
Shame. But shameful.
I wonder how I did on McRae's draft, since all 3 of my people got into the finale and 2 of my people are in the final 2.
Yeah.
So
Mars is in the chat. Hey, Mars, hey, are you pausing or are we pausing? We can't pause. I guess you're pausing. Be right back.
We can't pause.
I don't think you can pause the live show, can you? Can they?
No.
I don't know.
No.
But thank you for being here as usual. And I think yours starts before mine.
Yeah, mine is a couple seconds before yours.
Yeah. So when yours comes on, tell me, and I'm going to mute my TV and I want to hear yours. But I think I can hear yours anyway.
I'll turn it up a little when it comes back on.
Yeah. Yes, Joy Con Thomas in the chat room said everyone got mad when he shuffled it. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't say anger. I'm just like, dude, personally, I don't think Keisha and Meta should be allowed to vote, seeing how they tapped out and phoned it in, done with it. I'm not going into that well. It's dry, end of it. And excuse me for how blown out I look. I'm in front of my TV right now.
And are we talking dry like Keisha's? Not even
as dry as her boobs were that night. Okay, which they looked very full and
they looked kind of moist.
They looked moist. Everyone looked so nice. I love Brandy's outfit. I love Keisha's hair and makeup.
Keisha's makeup was on point.
Shannon is glowing like she always does.
It's coming back on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute my TV.
Welcome back to the season finale of Celebrity Big Brother. It is now time to make history as we crown the first ever winner of Celebrity Big Brother.
Yes.
Ross, I'm about to reveal the jury's votes. The winner will receive $250,000. The runner-up, $50,000. I will pull the keys from box revealing whom each juror chose to win Celebrity Big Brother.
I'm shaking my head already.
At least 5 votes to win. Mark has cast his vote for Ross. Ariadna has cast her vote for Marissa. Omarosa has cast her vote also for Marissa. 2 Marissa, 1 for Ross.
Oh, I'm going to vomit.
James has cast his vote for Marissa.
Holy
shit.
3 votes to 1, Marissa. Brandy has cast her vote for Ross to be the winner.
Okay.
Meta has cast his vote
Here we go.
for Ross. We have 3 votes Marissa, 3 votes Ross.
Tied.
And has cast her vote. Keisha has cast her vote.
I can't count anymore.
Congratulations, Marissa.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Benita, for the happy birthday in the chat room. Marissa just won Celebrity Big Brother. I think no, Deborah is not frozen. She's in shock.
I'm in
shock.
I'm trying not to vomit.
This floater just won Celebrity Big Brother.
This goat with a wig and a vote just won.
The goat with good hair. She just won. How? After I don't get it, dude. I'm so freaking shocked right now. I don't know what to say. Like, no. I'm missing the mid-season premiere of The Walking Dead for this. You know what, Joy Con Thomas? You, my friend, you called it. We were wrong. I got nothing. I don't know what to say. I'm in shock. Seriously.
I'm so sick. So sick.
No one, in every poll that I've podcast everything, not one person has said that Marissa would win. Not one. I'm in shock.
I'm speechless.
She did nothing except ride Ross's coattails, be his goat, be his robot, and she just won Celebrity Big Brother for it. Wow.
That bitch better write Ross a check.
How much did Ross get?
50,000. Bitch better write Ross a check.
I don't even want to see what she's gonna say because it's just gonna but turn it up anyway. Because I'm like, no. I just want to thank Zev and my husband, and I just
and like,
I just totally won Big Brother. Like, I just won Big Brother.
I
don't know what to say. Okay, I think I just went out a couple times. Can y'all see me?
Yeah, I can
see.
All
right. Oh! I like the lighting in here better, guys. Do you think she will split the money with Ross? Here's the thing. They are not allowed to talk about that. Like, whenever people will talk about that on regular Big Brother, they shut that shit down. Guys, I'll be right back. Deborah's preach to the people who are upset right now. I'll be right back.
Upset? I'm freaking speechless. I mean, this girl did absolutely nothing but hitch her wagon onto Ross. That's all she did. That's the only thing she did correctly was hitch her wagon on the right horse. Oh my God. I'm sick. Literally sick, people. She better cut a check to Ross. Damn it. Like, useless the whole game. She was nothing but a goat with a vote. And a bad wig. Just saying. Right? Right? Sorry, I blew my nose.
Okay, let's hear it. Matt Ellis we're pissed. We can't believe that a big goat with good hair.
I said it's not good hair. It's bad wig.
Whatever. God bless them. This is horrible because this just shows people you don't have to do shit and you can still win freaking Big Brother.
All right, let's see who the last vote was for.
Celebrity Big Brother, just for the record, Chuck also voted for Marissa.
Are you kidding me?
These people did not go home. Watch this. I did. Bitter jury. Bitter.
I love you so much. I love you too. My son, I love you. Gonna get the baby house for now. And I love my husband. And this is so much fun. You know, a lot of us thought you made a mistake by picking this guy. I had to. He was my ride or die, so. Good karma. I love her. But you know what? You're almost 50.
I fucking love Ross. I'm sorry.
You know, I'm sorry. Although it's Big Brother, you have to. If you're gonna come in the house, you gotta play this game.
All right. Now, you at home have been voting all week for your favorite house guest, and the person who received the most votes will take home $25,000. The top 3 vote getters in the particular order were Shannon, James, and Ross. And I have the winner in this envelope, and the winner is, congratulations.
Who won America's favorite player?
Ross.
Ross. Okay, Ross won America's favorite. At least he won something. Hello, Phelan.
Hello, baby.
Thank you, you guys. Thank you so much. I just love you so much.
Oh my God, I love him.
Okay, so Phelan, you know who won.
There we have it.
Preach to the choir. We need something.
So here's exactly what happened. Marissa played this game brilliantly by hitching her horse to somebody who could get their hands dirty and leave her looking very angelic and very non-offensive. And therefore, when you leave that jury house and you watch everything back, Ross's double alliance in the very beginning was sort of the key to his undoing. It left his goat looking like a little lost lamb. And so I think that also in the end, Ross thought that he kind of knew he had it in the bag, and it did not play in his favor when he gave his speech sort of indicating that he knew he had it in the bag. Thus, as I believe James said, my vote has changed because of your speeches.
Wow.
So I'm not shocked that Marissa won. In fact, to be honest with you, I'm very pleased Marissa won, because I think not only did she play a game with integrity, she didn't play the game at all.
That's what we're saying. Like, you know, you don't obviously don't play the right coattails.
Oh, she didn't play at all.
Writing coattails should be a new comp, Big Brother comp. Who can ride coattails the best?
And that's exactly what happened. She rode those coattails right to the wind, baby, and she knew exactly how to make herself look like the darling of America sitting there, and she was.
Yeah,
she was.
Who can hitch their wagon to the best horse?
Yes, new comp. I like it.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And you know what? Honestly, I think everybody who thought that Ross had it is blindsided at this point. Nobody expected that.
No.
And I have been dying, begging, pleading for something to surprise me this entire fucking show. I have been wanting to be surprised. Again, Meta has escaped in his independent living facility and had to come and be led and directed on what to do. And then he said he's just going to reach in and pull out a name. Is that how this game is played?
I'm so disgusted. So disgusted.
I mean, that's pretty much how it's. I mean, for Meta World Peace, it is. Let's see. We've got some people in the chat room. Matt Ellis said horse, goats, lambs is this Westworld, pretty much. Joy Con Thomas says, should anyone return in Celeb Big Brother Season 2?
Should anyone return?
I don't know if they would want to. It seemed to be very stressful for these people. And I'm like, you're only in there freaking less than like a month. Did you try playing it for 3?
I was so pleased to see Shannon get her comeuppance. Like, she got to get in there and go at them after, you know, the way that she was done. So that was the great. The wig one, mine, Lonnie. I mean, let's just clarify.
Tell me something. Do you think that sending them home and letting them witness everything changed the way that they would have voted, changed the trajectory of their vote? If they went to a jury house and were not allowed to view everything, would they have voted differently?
Yes.
I don't think Meta and Chuck watched anything, so that wouldn't have mattered. I mean, and look, we've got 3 people who didn't get to watch it. You've got Omarosa, Mark, and Ariana Grande. The 3 of them didn't get to watch, and they still voted. So basically, I think it was a bitter jury. Oh, thank you, Blazer Op is telling me happy birthday. Thank you. Kyle in the chat room, at least Ross won America's favorite player, got 75K. Yeah.
He also got 50,000. He also got 50,000 for coming in second. So Ross is still a winner.
He still got
Ross
something.
is still a winner. Ross is, in truth, if we're to be in the correct world, Busy Blue said, loved the finale. In a correct world, in a right world where everything is the way that it should be, you know, Ross would have won. He would have won because that's how you play this game. But Marissa didn't play the game wrong. So we need to remember that Marissa played the kind of game that I would have played. As somebody who is quite happily not athletic, my idea of a gym is going to Denny's on a Saturday night. I feel like I would have failed in every competition. I would have tried my best to rely or lean heavily on somebody to carry me through. That was all you've got. That's your only option. Mm-hmm. And in this case, she knew what she had to do going in. The great thing about Marissa is she's a super fan. She knew what her capabilities were. She knew her limitations. She knew what she had to do for the moment she set foot in them doors. And I just, Blazer, you say, I'm going to miss watching you, Allison. I'm really happy with you spending a special day with us. It is truly an honor to be with Allison on her birthday, but she's not going to be gone for long, honey, because Survivor Ghost Island is coming back with a vengeance. And I saw an advertisement for it. It looks absolutely amazing. But back to Big Brother, was there any shockers for you in the votes?
Pretty much all of them. I think Deborah and I both were really wanting out of those 2 to want Ross to win, because you always want the person who did the most work and played most game and won most comps to win. I see your point, Phelan. Like, I get like how she got there. I totally understand.
This is the thing. She knew how to get there. It's not like it happened by accident with me. Right. Like in Sequester, I got that far just by not knowing what the hell I was doing. By not knowing. She strategically and tactically knew how to maneuver into every situation by never getting blood on her hands. And only one time was somebody ever angry at her, and that was Brandy got mad at her. And she probably would have had Brandy's vote, but Brandy and Ross had a relationship outside the house.
Right. So
I just think that there are multiple people that were super fans on the show. That they should know better to vote so bitterly. You know, do
you think there was a bitter vote?
Absolutely, they voted bitter.
Name names, Deb. This isn't Facebook. Name names.
Everybody that voted for Marissa voted bitter because she didn't play the game. She didn't win anything. She didn't make any moves. She just hitched her wagon onto the correct horse. That's the only thing that she did.
But do you not think that she, by us perceiving her as not playing the game, that her idea and her strategy was exactly that, babes? Like, to not ever ruffle feathers, ever be perceived as a threat, rely on other people, always be in the majority. That could have very well been her strategy.
Just float to the end. Don't do anything. Just do what you're told.
Yeah, and it worked. It worked. I mean, literally, when she stood up and gave her speech, she said, "This is exactly how I wanted to play. This was the game I wanted to play."
But to a super fan, someone who truly loves the game and has been watching this game and you're a Big Brother purist. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
It's
I'm
just,
sorry. I have been watching.
Rosy bitch. Yes.
Wait, I have been watching this game since Big Brother 1.
I need some chips. I need something to put in my mouth
Episode
while Debbie goes nuts.
Yes,
I love it.
have been watching this since the beginning.
Meltdown, Deb.
Yes.
Nuclear.
I've been watching it since Eddie McGee hopped on one foot out the door and won the game. And that is some bullshit. That is not the way. That is not someone who deserves to win the game. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Well, how would you have felt if Omarosa won?
I would not be mad.
I would not be mad.
Okay, so
I would not be mad. No, because as much as I don't like her, she played the game. She won competitions. She manipulated people. She mentally manipulated people. She played the game. She did. She made alliances with people, and then when things weren't good, she pivoted and made alliances with other people.
Omarosa never made a valid alliance with anyone.
No,
she
tried.
Planted seeds of dissension. She pitted people against each other. She knew exactly what she was doing as well. I, however, understand that Ross, in terms of active gameplay and being more vocal and forward and obvious about it, his strategy was much more visible. Marissa being so understated and so not forward, I still feel like that she played a valid game, that was a valid strategy. So I'm okay with her winning. I'm okay with her winning. In fact, I think that Ross was so certain in the bag that it was good to see sort of the underdog who was like, do you notice she kept standing up and going, I didn't practice. Indicating that Ross had. Like he was so certain, like he knew what he was going to say. So I was absolutely fine with her. I myself would have also voted for Marissa just to fuck shit up. Because in the same way, from the beginning, we have started this, and if I've offended anybody, I'm sorry. Again, I would have just to fuck shit up, because here's the thing. From the very beginning, this game has not, the first 3 or 4 episodes were a non-event. Keisha wanting to go home, Meta wanting to go home. You know, those kind of things. I was like, the only time I ever really got excited and my pants got a little moist was when Omarosa, girl, we're going there. It's our last show together. We are putting it out there, honey. It was when Omarosa said, I am putting Ross and Marissa on the block. She turned everything on its head. She did it again when she replaced James with Ross and got James out. Omarosa was the only one that was willing to do things that would shake people up and make them nervous. The only one. That's why I was rooting for her. But she also knew and was clever enough to realize that once James was gone, she was going to have the target on her.
Absolutely.
Completely 100%.
That's what happens when you take out a big target.
Who I didn't ever like, and I never thought I would say this about her, but I think that Omarosa, in terms of every time that she was in danger, being able to pull out a veto out of her, I don't know, out of her ass, out of her weave, out of somewhere, she always managed to keep herself from that block until it came right down to the final.
And when she only got one question right, the look on her face was priceless.
Yes, it was. It was absolutely priceless. And so that's the thing. But I have to say that Shannon coming back and being able to deliver her speech and kind of corner Ross about his double playing 2 sides at once and leveraging those relationships against each other. Ross did get a lot of blood on his hands. Ross was a threat in the game. Ross was somebody that did deceive people. And I love the fact that she called him out on that. I love it.
That's Big Brother. Welcome to Big Brother.
My dad texted me, so I'm going to read my dad's text about, I love it. He said,
I feel like it's my friend telling on me.
And as my dad goes, what a joke. How can somebody who didn't do squat win Big Brother? The whole damn show was a waste of time! Exclamation point.
Oh.
Yeah, pissed off my dad.
It pissed off your dad.
Yeah.
But how uncommon is this, if I can just ask you? How uncommon is it for somebody who didn't do anything to make it to the final? Because it seems pretty much common.
It's not uncommon for someone who didn't do anything to make it to the final.
Final two.
But it's unheard of for them to win.
Yeah.
Is it really? Because I will be honest with you. Did you
And-
see my season of Sequester?
Bitch, you deserve to win.
We know you deserve to
Well,
win.
no, it wasn't that I deserve to win. I'm not saying that. But did you see who the final two were? There were final two were people that didn't do anything. Yeah. I didn't deserve to be sitting there because I didn't know. Fuck, I was like, I escaped my mental house. I didn't know where I was half the time. I didn't know what I was doing. It was all it was like literally every night in Sequester for me, it was like I had shit myself and wondered what to do. Like I didn't have any answers. I didn't know what was going on half the time. It seems to me very like common that people who stay under the radar, who don't make a fuss. I think that Shannon should have won the entire game. I loved her play style. She was authentic. She was real. And that sort of was my ideal. It could have changed throughout had she been there any longer, but the bitch was like a one-night stand. I couldn't even remember her past night one. But she freaked people out.
I was very sad to see Shannon go. Very sad.
But she came back with a vengeance by voting for Marissa. Girl!
You know,
Girl! She came back and fucked him up. She literally jabbed Ross with a wedgie stick and shoved it right up his hind end, honey. She was angry. I suppose you're right. It was a bitter vote, wasn't it, Deb?
It was bitter.
It was very bitter. And like, I can say, like you were saying, like when it comes to Sequester, you know, I played Sequester twice back to back in less than a month.
You were the sexiest player.
Oh, thank you. Well, here's, yeah,
both times.
No. Here's the thing. Like, when I played Sequester, I was called a floater. I was told I didn't do anything. I was accused of just sitting back and that was not the case. No one really ever listened to me. No one ever wanted to go along with my plan. So whatever I had to do, I had to manipulate it in the way I wanted it. And I got people out because of that. And for me, a floater, calling someone a floater, to me, I can't stand. I don't throw that word around because when it was dumped on me, I got pissed and I proved them all wrong. And when I say Marissa's a floater, to me, when I say that, there were a lot, it was a joint. I feel like Ross and Marissa made a lot of joint decisions. It's like they were the parents of the house and they decided what was best all the time. And 9 times out of 10, it came into fruition. So it kind of came down to, who am I going to vote for, my mom or my dad? My dad's the disciplinarian, but my mom is kind of cool when I'm
bakes cupcakes.
Right. So it's like, who's the lesser of the two evils? I do feel this was a bitter jury. Now, watching Big Brother for nearly 20 years, it is always the GOAT that you drag to the final two. And 9 times out of 10, it is not the GOAT that wins. So that is why me, Deborah, are bitter ourselves. I get why they voted for Marissa. I really, really, really like I get it. Like, I get why they voted for her, you know, but to me personally, I can't help but get pissed because I've been doing this for so long and watching this for so long. You call yourself super fans. I kind of feel like they didn't vote like super fans. They voted very personal.
Well, because it was a personal experience for them.
Right.
It wasn't. I think after you leave a house after 30 days or 28 days or 22 days, pardon me, I'm a cigarette smoker and going to die earlier than you. So have some fucking mercy. The reality of it
I need a cigarette.
For real. Like, the reality of it is, I felt like that Marissa, her play style, her whatever, she did win a couple competitions. She did really, you know, maybe one. She did something, but she was not athletic. She was not athletic. There was no way. Those thinker competitions, those smart women that brain of hers, she really could use that to it was firing on all cylinders when she didn't have to fucking run a marathon through soup and whatever else they had in that nonsense, right? She knew that she knew who she would not ever beat. And she knew that Ross was very similar to her in that there were people in that house that were much more athletic. Thankfully, the athletic people really didn't want to be there and could have cared less and didn't really bother except for James, which was why he went. But the truth of the matter was both Ross and Marissa played it like intelligently instead of physically.
Right. Because listen, there are times that you are forced to do that. Listen, I'm not saying, look, I'm not physical. I'm a tiny little 4'11", 100-pound woman. Okay. That doesn't mean I can't do anything, but I'm not a physical threat. I'm not a big threat like that. So for me, it would all have to be mental. And look, I'm going to latch on to the tit of the best player in the house. I'm just like,
yes, suckle.
Seriously, I'm going to suckle and dry. Them tits going to be depleted when I'm done because I can't physically win crap. So what I'm going to do is
you're underestimating yourself.
Well, look, I've played sports, okay? My mother coached 2 years softball when I was a little girl. She never picked me to play because she knew I was horrible. Okay, I was just there because I was her daughter. Okay. Hey, we got people
on that wall.
Thank you. Listen, I start conversations with my friends on opposite teams. That's how bad I was. All right, listen, we got people in the chat room. Let's take a minute and get with them. Sports Beast in the chat room said, "For fuck's sake, I hate Marissa." Blazer Op said, "I really hope you beautiful gals return from Big Brother 20." Joy Khan said, "Been one Survivor, and he did a lot to win that stretch." Another conversation. Malvin Jackson said, "Not most boring cast of Big Brother. I mean, Victoria, GOAT, dragged with Derek in season 17. Derek won." Blazer said, "Cass was bitter." Mars said, Allison was Omarosa. Allison was Omarosa. No one worked with her. Yeah, I probably would have been Omarosa. Not so much, maybe a little bit. But okay.
But you know what? I was the Marissa.
Yeah.
You were if you were the Omarosa, I would have loved to. I've not watched your season. I've seen clips of it, but I mean, my God, hello, have mercy. I would have been all over you if you would have been like the Omarosa. I think that's fantastic. I was the one that I remember. There were probably people on Twitter being like, "Why the fuck is she there?" Floater night, for example. I was the biggest floater in the game.
Right here. I was accused of. I had to wear a sign on my head.
But bitch, I actually was. I was the floater. I was the biggest floater in the game because I never had a clue what was going on most of the time because I could not follow instructions. And bitch, that night they were handing each other these floater cards and you had to hold it onto your head. Not one single person ever gave me a floater card. And either there was only one explanation I have for that, and it was because that I was a nice person.
They love you.
They didn't want to make me an enemy. But I was the biggest floater. Half the time I'd be sitting there talking with somebody come in, hand them a floater card. Then they'd have to hurry up to get rid of it. I stayed in a room all by myself until somebody else would come in. I wasn't the one they wanted to give the cards. I was underestimated. Nobody knew or thought that I was ever going to be able to do anything. They were absolutely fucking right. The only thing I could do is my makeup, bitch. That's it. So that's that. And I went pretty far. I went pretty far just by doing exactly what Marissa did, which was not ruffling any feathers, not pissing anybody off, not naming any names, not getting any blood on my hands. That was it. That was my tea.
Right. Deborah, what were you going to say before I started reading the comments? I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Omarosa was, when they were on the skis and her, she was, yelling to try to get them to stop, make it a deal. Being able to make a deal during a competition and getting somebody to drop is not winning the competition. If you can talk somebody into dropping, that is a win. I don't care 100%. Whether you stuck to the end and somebody fell off, but if you can mentally get somebody to give up and drop, that is a win.
It's manipulated, and it's total manipulation. And to me, manipulation is a huge part of playing this game. Not only manipulating, but also not getting any blood on your hands in the process.
Hey, speaking of blood, I want to see somebody in the finale that looks like fucking Carrie at the prom. Okay, that's what I want to see. I want to see somebody dripping in blood.
So you want Carrie. Blood dropped on Marissa?
No. That's the person I'm going to vote for. The person that is dripping in blood like Carrie at the prom. That's the person that I'm going to vote for. Because
that's Survivor.
Yeah. Yes.
That's Survivor.
The fullest.
Big Brother is just making sure you got a bed every night and nobody has a target on your ass. That's how I looked at it. And I thought that if it came down to that, never making yourself, like, how many times did they forget that Marissa was even there?
Never, because she never shut the fuck up. And she never shut the fuck up. They never forget that she was there. Oh my God.
Oh, girl.
I've been accused.
Deb does not like Marissa.
I liked Marissa. I even picked her in the draft.
I think you're prejudiced because she wears a weave.
I wonder if I won the Craze
like
draft
because of her hair.
Let me message Cray and see if I won.
Cunt Runger is in the chat room again. Listen, girl, I had a conversation with him about that. There's a funny story behind that. That's not the first time he's been called that. But he said Omarosa 100% changed the vote. She was so influential. She affected the game after she was out. Omarosa totally changed Aries' mind. So what do you guys think?
Well, listen, there was a little bit of chitter chatter going on there. And I do believe that I heard, and I can't tell you whether it was, I believe it was Marissa turned around and said, vote for Marissa. I think Omarosa said, vote for Marissa to each of the people. I think she was trying to get people to, now, I'll be honest with you, Omarosa is not somebody I would want trying to rally for me.
Yeah.
So if somebody like, I don't think that that's somebody who would be a great ally for me to kind of try to, rally my troops and get me where I needed to be. But I think that she may have had some influence because she was in the house longer.
Definitely. Oh, and we're in trouble. Mars in the chat room says, speaking of prom, I waited 2 hours on Wednesday for you ladies to pop up. Felt like I got stood up on prom. I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell you something. Aww. Doing this sometimes takes a lot out of us. And Wednesday night show was nothing but a recap. And I'm telling you, I needed a minute. I don't care. This show's short and we probably still could have done a show, but I just felt like we needed a mental break after everything that had been going on the show. And we all had to tap out and take a minute. I mean, we are stuck in this. We are diving into this and really trying to make something of this. And it's just, sometimes you just got to take a minute and come to Jesus and just, we eventually had to concede the fact also that Mars, baby doll, I adore you. You've been here with us since day one. Oh, and I think even with longer. Me from the beginning.
Right. We really have to admit that when it got to that point, there was nothing of any note happening that was unexpected, amusing, interesting, twisted, or by any means speak worthy. It just got so predictable. It got so redundant. And it seemed like it was, look, I'm somebody that could find I can talk about anything.
Me too.
But Mars, I was literally like, I feel like I'm kicking a dead horse. I could tell you verbatim how the rest of this is going to play out because I got sick and tired of people wanting to go. And I'll tell you what a bitter bitch does. I was so angry when Meta and Keisha walked back in there to cast their vote for a game that they quit because they quit.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm so fucking pissed about that. I'm going to tell you something right now. You asked to be evicted. You don't vote. And look, I'm not like I was telling Deborah earlier that well is dry. I'm not going back to it. We're not even going to get into it. Who had I don't give a shit. You asked to leave. You can't vote. I'm over it.
Oh, wait.
They had to fucking tell Meta who to re-explain it. Keisha, I don't even think watched any of the shows. Didn't really have anything to say. Nobody asked any challenging questions. in my opinion.
No,
Marissa had to reach all the way up into her butthole and
elbow high. Elbow high.
I could almost see her fingers out her damn mouth, trying to come up with excuses as to why she could win. And Ross gave you reasons. Ross addressed the jury. Ross took notes from every season of Big Brother when you address the jury. And I feel like Marissa, she didn't expect to be there. Like Phelan said, she totally expected to be a goat.
No, she didn't.
You don't think she expected to be a goat? She had no speech. She had nothing.
Also, had she not won that head of household and Ross would have won, he was taking Mark with him for the final two.
I would have loved to have seen that. I was sitting here saying, I would have loved to have
Ross
seen
would have
Ross.
won against.
Yeah.
Well, no, Mark would have won. Ross had more blood on his hands. Mark would have won.
Because now in hindsight, when you look back, yeah, he would have won. And here's the thing. This is what I wanted. I wanted, as while I was watching the show, I really, really wanted a Ross and Arie final two, because I think that would have been a nail biter. It would have been juicy. I think it would have been amazing. And my heart dropped into my booty hole when Marissa won.
Maybe that's been your problem the last couple of days, girl.
Let me tell you something. Allison has shit 2 horses and a pony in the last 3 days from stress. I can't wait for Big Brother 20 to start to see what happens. I won't be doing this show from my fucking toilet.
Shit. Live from my toilet.
Oh my God. I don't just look at it. You did kill me.
I'm sorry. I'm not a lady. Here's we have a couple. Everyone got
I'm not either.
If you put like a curtain behind your back so they couldn't actually see the toilet.
I just peek.
You can put a curtain behind you so they can't see the toilet bowl. They're not going to know you're sitting on a toilet. Who knows what you're sitting on?
Everyone,
like, seriously, nobody knows that I'm not wearing pants, and I could be
on the shitter right now. I could have been on it every night, but I'm not.
Exactly,
girl.
Listen,
girl.
We've got comments. Our wonderful fans that we're gonna miss, but we'll explain in a few minutes where you can see us again. Blazer said very soon. Brandy James finale would have been a nail biter from Joy. Yes. Mars said, Blazer said, Mars, I'm going to miss Allison. She's so smart and beautiful. Oh, thank you. Aww. Mars said, I even listened to Allison talk about the rev. I would even listen to Allison. Everyone got paid $250.
Which one's
they
that?
did. They got paid $250K to do the show, so they got money irregardless. I think maybe if they didn't get paid, it probably would have really been somebody walking out like Carrie. I mean, listen. And Mars said, I would love for you ladies to do a Survivor cast assessment. Well, we don't have time to do a cast assessment. I've thought about it, but I think what we're going to do is
just jump in there.
We're just going to jump in there Wednesday night.
Just going to hop right in there.
I'm going to try to make some Survivor puppets like I did for one season that I did with Unfiltered Feeds, because it is so hard to remember people's names. And I'm really bad at names. So if I have their pictures and the little puppets of them, and I get their names on the back, then I'm going to know who is who.
I'll just nickname them because, well, let me explain, because everybody's bringing up Survivor. Is that okay?
Okay.
Deborah and I will be doing a live after show every Wednesday for Survivor starting this Wednesday. Miss Phelan does not watch Survivor, and she is going to be a very busy woman in the month of March. So it is going to be Deborah and I, and we are going to have special guests each week on with us. So that'll be fun. And it may just be the two of us. Who knows? We like to spice it up a little bit, you know.
But they're fabulous on their own. It don't make a difference if somebody else is here or not. These two ladies are amazing. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm a fan. So I'm going to be, watching you guys to find out what's going on, just so I can feel like I'm sort of part of the Survivor fandom. I've never seen a series of Survivor. Don't know, I feel like I live out in the sticks anyway, so it's like every day is an episode of Survivor for me. I live this.
To pop in too. We'll always give you the link to pop in.
And so I live out in the sticks. Like I sat in my bathroom earlier today, and I was in there doing my makeup, and I literally watched a mouse just run across my floor. And I'm sure, I mean, I've told, I've got mice. They've decided just to sort of move in, sort of like stray cats. But it's really a lot of time management, which I'm not good at. I'm terrible at time management, as you girls know. And so with all the crap I've got going on, I have to probably catch you all a day later on catch up, honey.
And we're also, I think that the three of us have talked about doing a weekly show with us, or it might be weekly, bi-weekly, depending on our schedules. Just the three of us talking for about an hour and a half about life, spilling tea, talking about topic, just certain things. It'll just be us just talking.
But can I tell you why I'm so excited about Survivor after seeing the first preview that I saw for it tonight? Ghost Island. I am about it. It sounds intriguing to me because I love kind of spooky, creepy, weird, voodoo-y kind of stuff like that. That just gets up under my wig, girl. I'm a big horror fan. I did a film that you can see on Facebook that's called Snap, where I'm a woman haunted, bitch. I'm a woman haunted, stranded in my car in the middle of the night. So you can watch. If you don't like me much, you can go watch me die. Just putting that out there. If I got haters in the room, you can go watch me die on Facebook. Look for Snap movie. Phelan, please return for BB20. Your commentary is so good. Girl, that's the Percocet talking. It ain't me. The actual me is probably off somewhere sleeping down in the outside in the garage. So like somebody said, did Marissa win? Marissa did win in a huge shocker. A huge shocker.
Huge. Go back to the beginning of this when it's over, and you will see mine and Deborah's real live reactions to Marissa winning. We got on early because
we were practically vomiting.
I puked out my butt. It was awful. I had to run to the bathroom.
Shit.
Exactly.
Shit. Here's the thing. And while those two were vomiting and barfing out their butthole, I was living my best life because it was one of the only 3 shocks and surprises I have. For me, I don't get a lot of shocks and surprises. I live with cats. So there's nothing that really surprises me.
So the mouse doesn't surprise you? You live with cats and you have a mouse. You should be shocked and surprised.
Girl, I told you it's like Survivor out here. I'm used to it. Spiders, you used to see me 5 years ago, girl. Thought a spider would have sent me up under on my own wig. I would have turned into a loaf of bread and shoved myself up under my hair. There is no way that I would have been able to deal with spiders in my sense. I have lived out here in the beautiful countryside. I have had to learn I have made friends with raccoons, wild turkeys coming up here, chickens. Don't get me started on the chickens.
The chickens.
Mice. I feel like I lived Survivor. I mean, I'm a drag queen farmer, bitch. That's the story of my life. So I'm out here in the middle of nowhere now. I had to grow some balls really quick, hinty. Really quick. And for a bitch that doesn't even want balls, you should see how butch I can be when I have to pull this all up and go out there and shovel shit.
Please film it.
Please film it.
I need it. I need it in my life.
It's terrifying. So I live for a surprise. I lived for something that wasn't as expected as we thought it was going to be. This show has been so predictable that I was like, finally, a shocker. And I liked Marissa. So I liked her as a person. I thought she was sweet. I thought she was funny. I thought she was sort of had like a dynamic little bubbly personality. She was really cute. She was sort of, I think she's somebody she'd be fun to just sit and talk on the phone with for 8 hours because I think the bitch can talk like I can.
Yeah, we all can. Like, I'm seriously. Well, go ahead.
I wasn't bothered like you girls.
We've got people in the chat room. They want to know who would we want on a Celebrity Big Brother season 2, and will we cover Big Brother season 20? I will be doing a lot. Okay, for starters, I will be doing a live after show for Big Brother 20. Yes, I am not going to do every fucking episode. That is exhausting for 3 months. I will do the Thursday eviction show and probably do a Sunday night show. Deborah and Phelan, I want you to do it with me, but we could all 3 do it. We'll see. I can't make any promises for other, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want you guys to do it. So yes, so Deborah and I'll do. If Phelan hasn't become a famous.
I'm going to drop in
Broadway
whenever I can.
Yes.
If I'm invited, bitch, if they invite me to their house, especially if they got food.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, look, I'm going to start eating because these people on this show were eating like crazy with them chips.
They
Don't
sure
get
are.
me started on that. But we have other people wanting to know, who would we want on another season of Celebrity Big Brother 2? I've already said it a million times. I want, Scott Baio, but I hate anyway.
No.
Are you fucking out of your mind?
I'm joking. That's just my go-to. Whenever
I was going to say, goddamn.
That's just my
Can I make a
I'm tired
confession?
of that bandana around your head, bitch.
I have a
Scott
confession
Baio.
to make.
He's
Can
my
I make a
go-to
confession? I have a confession about Scott
Do it.
Baio.
Oh, God.
I actually kissed Scott Baio when I
What?
was young. Yeah, I kissed him.
Wait, is this a Me Too story?
Is this a Me Too? Like, because somebody.
No, when I was young, when he was popular and not an asshole like he is now.
Mm-hmm.
He was at a car show in Philly area. I don't know where it was. I don't remember. And he was, he made an appearance there. He was there with, what's the guy from Chips?
Eric Estrada.
Eric Estrada. He was there with Eric Estrada. So I went to.
I'm not gonna lie, when that was on, I know from Nickelodeon.
I swear, I was young, and I went up. Everybody gets the autographs and everything. Go up and get an autograph, and I didn't ask for an autograph. I said, "Can I have a kiss?" And he said, "Yeah." He gave me a kiss.
Oh, that's so sweet.
See, I'm not. That is cute. I'm not I want to see people that I feel like could really bring something interesting. I'd love to see Brandon from Beverly Hills 90210, Jason Priestley. I would love to see him. I would love to see, there is, if you want to go with our regular go-tos, my favorite reality show contestant in the history of reality shows is Tiffany Pollard, New York.
Oh yeah, New York.
I live for her. I could sit and watch her all day long. She gives me my full entire life, everything about it. I would love to see somebody like, if you go like, I don't know anything about athletics, but I would like to see Tanya Harding. I think she's, I think she would be hilarious. Tanya Harding is somebody.
I would like to see YouTube's Shane Dawson, because he is a super fan.
Bitch, this is weird. For like, who the fuck is Shane Dawson? You brought him up like 5 times, and I always looked at. Who is he? Like, I always kind of look at you crooked when you say that, because I'm like, who in the hell is Shane Dawson?
Okay, well, you watch.
Like, is he the guy from Dawson's Creek?
No, he's on YouTube. He's hysterical. He's very funny.
Johnny Bananas from MTV's The Challenge. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. I would love to see Mike Tyson.
Yes.
I would love to see Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, Allison. Yes. Yes.
I think that would be. Yes. I would love to see, like you're talking about real, freaking, you could put Hulk Hogan in there. He would whore it up for everybody. Like, this
is so disgusting.
It obviously
he looks like a raw prime rib that's been not cut yet. It's still bleeding on the edges. He is so fucking nasty. I'm sorry. I can't stand Hulk Hogan.
Perfect for the show.
He is so gross. His daughter now, whatever her name is, she had a song. She's an interesting character. So is Kelly Osbourne from the Osbourne family. I think she's hilarious. She's colorful. She's vibrant. But you know what I want to see more than anything? You guys, you bitches, you want to know what I really want to see? I'm going to talk about this, and some of y'all may totally disagree with me, and if you do, that's fine. I want to see more gender diverse, queer people. That I want to see more Asian people. I want to see more Black people. I want to see people from actually different walks of life. I'm tired of the cottage cheese, suburban living, daughters of soccer moms, all that bullshit. I'm tired of the girls running around in the string bikinis with the bodies that we can't have because we like our Denny's too much. I'm tired of the boys that running around with the pics and the abs and the shit like that, and they're swimming and trying to get laid. I'm trying to all that shit. It could take its second fucking self out with the dumpster trash, because I don't like that shit. Give me somebody that I'm going to get really into, really excited about, that I'm going to listen to every word they say. One thing Omarosa brought to the house, I was like this every time she was talking about the Donald Trump situation. And I was totally listening to, I was on every word she said. I know that you have an opinion about that, Deb. I know that you really know that she's trying to sell, but it's clear to me she is too. But I was all into her tea, honey. I was sitting there, like if we would have been at a restaurant and she'd have been sitting at the table across from me and I wasn't even an invited guest, my ass would have been leaning over like this, bitch.
Oh, hell yeah.
I would have been listening to every damn word that you're saying. Yes, ma'am. I would. Yes, please. I would have been doing it. Yes, ma'am. So I'm all about, I want to see people who have.
I would be recording it with my phone.
This would be me. This would be me. You would just see me popping up. What was it? Just never mind me.
That's right. That's right. Never mind me. I'm just here. Now, what was you saying?
Speak into this.
Now, what? Right, exactly.
What's that? What?
Speaking of which, some people have had some good suggestions. Actually, Eric Estrada might be a good, might be something for the Big Brother house. Let's say, like, another one that I would like is, I would like to see past winners. I would like to see an All-Stars, because personally, I think that the only way they're really going to get a real All-Star, because we haven't had All-Stars in almost 10 years. So I think they're really only going to get an All-Stars if they do a condensed season like this. Because let's be honest, these people have gone off and gotten married. They have children. They have life. It's so different. And I think it would be, I think that would be a really cool.
If they want a good show, if they want a really good show, you need to put you two bitches on there. I'm just saying.
YouTube?
No, you two.
Us
you
two.
two and you. You and you.
Oh.
You two
Allison
bitches.
would slit my throat in the end.
So we have to
Allison
act like we
would-
don't know each other.
She would be gunning for a bitch like crazy. Allison would win Big Brother. There is no question in my mind that she would win Big Brother if she was on. I, however, would end up with a floater card this time around, because my ass would be sitting in front of a mirror all the time, checking my hair, I would be making people sick, and I would just be talking shit to myself constantly. Like I would be, like I do this all the time anyway, because my cats are here and they can't talk back, but I have entire conversations throughout my day with things that never talk back to me. So I would forget that my cats are not there, and I just walk around having whole entire conversations with invisible creatures, and
Malin,
I'd probably end up kicked out and put on some medication more.
We've had this conversation before. I don't know if we had it on the show, but I think you and I in the house together, we would just be sitting on the couch, just talking game of strategy out loud and not giving a shit. Oh, that person who just walked by, done. We're putting them up.
Yeah, done.
We're talking about you. Are we whispering, bitch? I don't think so. I'm going to say it to your face. I don't care.
100%. 100%.
I need you girls on there.
Love Gum said, who won? I'm confused. Apparently everybody's confused, bitch, because Marissa won. Marissa, big hair Marissa. That's what, but I love that this little Jewish girl who hasn't had a career in a while. She's had to deal with her tape-ins coming out. She's been messing, she's had a resurgence in her career. Again, Ross has had a career. We got to remember, he's a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. He was on that fashion show on E! He does the red carpets. Ross is a very beloved figure in our culture. Mm-hmm. And Marissa, really, a lot of people didn't know who she was. So I'm all right. Again, I'm okay with her winning, because I imagine the bitch needs to pay her mortgage and send Zev off to school.
Who would somebody asked, like, if I got on Big Brother and, okay, Allison, which former Big Brother player will you most likely align with? Let's say Mars asked that in the chat room.
Really? Who? Which one?
I don't know. But the
Paul. He's sexy.
You're not allowed to say that four-letter word on my show.
I find him so hot. Girl, the things I would do to him, I would grab hold of that goddamn beard of his, bitch, and I would ride him like a pony from hell, bitch. He is so good looking. Yes,
here's the thing.
Lord Jesus,
I don't know.
I'm going to have to start a new cigarette, because this one just is not doing it for me. We talk about Paul.
I don't know who I would most align with. I really, right now, off the top of my head, I can't answer that question honestly. I do know that people get a lot of shit for sticking with a former player when they are brought in the house. I personally don't have an issue with that. I think that is actually a smarter move. Use them as a meat shield, follow them. Don't do the paw route and don't be his flying monkey. Don't be a flying monkey and bully people.
I would be his flying anything.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The way there were things that went down, I would play with Brittany Haynes in a minute. Mars just brought her up. I love her. I would play with her, but that girl has like pushed out 6 kids. Girl. I don't think she's come back anytime soon. But I mean, it's natural to gravitate towards a former player and use them and ride them as long as you can.
Absolutely.
But I honestly can't say who I would.
And you never try to attack a former player right from jump, because then all of America is going to hate you if they are one of the beloved people that they love. So you never do that.
Right.
Because then, because America gets to vote on certain things. And if you don't want to be on their shit list, you do not attack the big brother player from jump. You wait.
Right. Well, listen, guys, we've got about 10, 12 minutes left before we have to wrap this up. Before we do, I thank you to Phelan and Deborah for doing this with me. A lot of people who have followed me, this is a journey that I started doing almost 3 years ago, and I've been doing it by myself. And I took a chance this year and decided to, I want to do this live thing and see how it goes. And I want to thank everyone who has stuck through with me doing this. Some people have asked me, will you be doing some things by yourself? Yes, I will do things by myself eventually. Just if I feel like doing an Allison thing alone, I will do it. But as far as the show, this dynamic right now, I would not have been able to do this live after show without these two ladies. These are two of the most amazing women I've ever met in my life, and I love them to the moon and back. And please follow them on Twitter. Follow Phelan at Phelan, Phylen on Twitter. And please follow Debbie at My Next Life, Debbie, DEBI. They are amazing, opinionated, in your face, don't take shit from anybody, the exact kind of people I like to be around. And they're real. They're not fake. And, what I'm saying, I'm talking about on the inside. On the inside.
Yeah, on the inside. Okay, yeah. Everything's real here.
So let you guys give your final thoughts on everything. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay.
Because Phelan goes a lot longer, so I'll let her go. Final thoughts. I am completely disgusted. If anybody wants to donate to Reality Rally, go to realityrally.com, click on my picture and donate through me. All proceeds go to Michelle's Place to benefit breast cancer patients. I could really use some donations. I only have 2 weeks left, so please go on over there and donate. Would be very grateful. Go ahead, Miss Faye.
Oh, that was it? That was it?
Okay.
Yeah, I was just
Damn.
I just need to whore out. I need donations bad.
Or my anything going. Oh, damn. I am so grateful to Allison for inviting me here to talk with both of you and share this journey with you. It was my first experience watching a Big Brother series, and I can't imagine having shared this with anybody else. I have grown so close with both of you. I've had such a great time. I love your banter. I love your wit. I love your humor. I feel like I have found two kindred souls out there that are just as classless and tactless in a dumpster fire like me. And that means everything to me. So I am extremely excited to have found two like serendipitous spirits in the world to share this time with. I'm also very grateful to everybody that's been in the room. Fuck you who said I remind you of Brandy Glanville. ever say that to me again. But I love the rest of you who have joined us. We've had some people with us throughout. Mars and Lonnie and Anelda and Scylla is here. I'm so pleased to see some of the same faces each time we get together, because it's a little bit like a reunion and we get to talk bullshit. Thank you for tolerating my foul mouth. Thank you for tolerating my lack of tact and my rather abrasive way of delivering things. So once again, Allison, I love you and I hope you had a wonderful birthday.
Oh, yes, I've had a wonderful day, and I appreciate, like I've said, I appreciate the two of you so much for doing this, because this isn't an easy thing to do. I mean, this takes work, and you know, people think we just pop on here and that's it. I mean, this is like a real friendship, and we really care about each other, and we respect one another, and we really value each other's opinions. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother to me has been very entertaining. I'm not happy about the winner. I do understand why she won, but in the end, I'm not happy about it. There was more gameplay in Celebrity Big Brother, I've said it a million times, in 3 weeks than there was in the entire season of Big Brother 19. If you guys want me to go on a tangent about Big Brother 19, I will freaking record one and post it, because, honey, I'm still fucking pissed about Big Brother 19. I can't even, I still. But anyway, I mean, Big Brother to me, I'll just be real quick. I started watching reality shows in 1992 when I was 15. My first ever reality show was the original Real World on MTV, and I was hooked ever since then. I've watched it every season. They had the last season last year, and they haven't brought it back yet. And I think now that's because they're doing shows like Winter Break, Florida Bama Shore, and the fucking Challenge. I'm obsessed with the Challenge. Teen Mom OG. I watch all these fucking shows. I don't care. Teen Mom OG, 16 and Pregnant, all this shit, Sister Wife, all this crap. The Challenge, I'm obsessed with it. I watch all these shows, and we will be in, you know, I know it's reality TV. I'm not just somebody sitting up here and talking about shit I don't know, but we will be, Deborah and I will be back this Wednesday. I highly suggest everyone watch Survivor on CBS at 8/7 Central this Wednesday. It's Ghost Island, and it's going to be the mistakes of former players, and it's going to see if people can redeem the mistakes of former players. It's not former players. We're finally going to get a new batch of people, and I think that'll be awesome. And we're going to have guests. We're going to do a lot of things. Also, the three of us will be back. This is not the last time you will see us. We will be back before Big Brother 20 starts. We do intend on doing a weekly or bi-weekly show. Please like My Weekly Meltdown on Facebook. That is where I'm going to post when we will be on, and we will ask for topics. What do you guys want to hear us freaking talk about? You know, and if you don't give us anything, I'm going to talk more about my bowel movements. So that should be incentive enough for you motherfuckers to pick something for us to talk about. Also, please subscribe to this channel, My Weekly Meltdown, on YouTube. And follow the ladies on Twitter. I'm also on Twitter at Summers, SOMMERS 1977. I'm on Instagram at the.memphis.darling. And you can hashtag My Weekly Meltdown anytime you want, and tag me, Deborah, or Phelan, in it, and keep the conversation going. Send us messages. You know, we love hearing you guys. You guys have sent us some touching messages, and we really appreciate it. We're all about bringing people, different kinds of people from different kinds of life together. And ladies, do you have anything else you would like to add?
I would like to.
Hold on a second. Well, hold on. I got to say something real quick. I just want to say there's someone in the. Would you guys look in the chat real quick? Do you see what I'm talking about? The last message in there. Let's not be racial in my comment section. Okay, that comment. I'm not even going to say your name. Very uncalled for. Not cool at all. I'm actually so angry right now, I can't even speak. Wow.
Yeah.
We've reverted to that. Okay. Somebody went there. They always got to go there.
Oh, I do have to say something. I was forgot. Hi, Maria. I hope you're watching. I love
hi,
you,
Maria.
Yeah, let's give props to people in
hi,
the
Maria.
chat that matter.
Hi, Maria.
Hi, Mars.
I'm so excited.
We have had a lot of people. Kurt. We've had Mars. We've had I can't remember his name. Blue somebody. Matt Ellis. My friend Amar have been in here. Oh God, I can't remember the name. You go back. Y'all say hi in the chat real quick so we can give you a shout out. Laser. Okay.
Blazer's wonderful. We've had Anelda. We've had Lonnie. We've had so many wonderful people. I really love all of these people that we've got to share this experience with and that have joined us. I'm just going to say that for the record, I have taken the time to join you guys for my first Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother US experience. And come August will be Big Brother UK, which is dramatically different in format and fashion from this. And if you bitches don't join me, I hope we do a Allison Summers Presents Big Brother UK live show. I will be here on board for that. I am ready for that. I want to drag them into it. So if you watch Big Brother UK, and I know a lot of you have referenced that you do, you've asked me about certain parts of Big Brother UK, certain past participants. I really want you to do a Big Brother UK. Again, it's only 30 days, and I think that it would give us a lot to talk about. So I'm on board for that. And there is Maria. There is my Maria. I love her so much.
Yes, thank you to everyone. And
that's my girl Maria. I love you.
I can't remember everyone's name.
This is like Romper Room. This is like Romper Room. I love it. I love you, Mars.
Again, like I said, please follow us on Twitter and please follow, like My Weekly Meltdown on Facebook, and please subscribe to this channel because that's the way you're going to know that when we're doing stuff. I mean, there's not really any other way. I mean, we'll post it on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. I'm trying to follow back as many people as I can. I want to follow Celebrity UK. I mean, like I said, the three of us are going to do things together. This isn't going to be the last time you ever see us together. We're a girl group now. We're a girl band. We've already given each other Spice Girl nicknames. I think I'm Poopy Spice. And...
Right.
Yeah, and all that stuff.
Poopy Spice.
That's right.
She couldn't think of anything nice to say about the rest of us, but that's okay, bitch.
Okay, guys.
It's your birthday. We'll let you.
Thank you. And again, thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We really appreciate it. Deborah G and I will be back Wednesday for Survivor Ghost Island, and we will have special guests with us. And we really appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun. I can't wait for Big Brother 20. I can't wait to have a bunch of nervous breakdowns when that show comes out.
And Mars, I'll see you for Big Brother UK in August. I'll be back for that with new hair, new wigs, and a new style so I don't look like a rehashed version of my old self, bitch.
We'll see.
Maybe by then I'll have my face bit tape. I'll have my face tightened, bitch. I need to get my nose thinned and my face tightened. It happens after 30.
We'll see what we can do for Big Brother UK. If we can do like a once a week show or something, we'll figure it out.
Yes.
Because
Good night. I love you guys.
Goodbye, and we will see some of you Wednesday and then some of you in June when Big Brother 20 starts. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.
Toodles.
Good night.